Today is a day of remnants. I'm kidding. That sounds terrible. That sounds weird. Alright. I'm gonna grab the other 3 tens. It should not be saying that. Why is it saying that, bro? There we go. That's a 2 10. A 3 10 and 4 10. Okay. So today we are doing a few things. We're gonna be going live for a little while. I figured why not. This is also organizing. I'm not going to change the title, but we're organizing as well. I'm going to grab a few things, and we're going to organize, and we'll show off a few things, and we're going to, like I said, organize. So, I've been meaning to put these bad boys up, into their respective spots, but I haven't been doing that. It's all my fault. We got a lot, though. A lot to do today. Okay, that's it. Go to the back. Alrighty, righty. Okay, I guess you guys can just be flipped over, I guess. Whatever. I don't need that. I don't play it anymore, actually. Okay, there's that. There's that. There's that. And there's that. Okay. Let's get the sorted. Now, these are literally, I think, the last year's worth of cards. Some of these are even from very recent. I do have a surprise for you guys a little bit later. You can tell me if you want the surprise, and I'll give you the surprise kind of thing. So we're going to put this into, what is it? 12, almost 12 different piles. That being water, grass, fire being 3. I might be able to fit 4 right here. So I'll go over all of them. Let's see if I can fit 4. Yeah, I can fit 4. Steel, dragon. Okay, that's grass. Fighting, normal, energy. We're going to put that in energy. We're not going to make that its own psychic. That's 2. There's that. There's this. Trainer. Might have gotten the right. If I have to, I will expand. There's that. Dark type. That's almost all 12. I think there's only one more set I really need. I'm not 100% certain. Hello, guys. How was your all's day? Just curious. My day was pretty good. I gotta go to another Chinese buffet. It was delicious. I found a pack of Pokemon cards at Target. We'll be opening up that later. If you want me to open it up, I'll open it up whenever you tell me to, in a way. Yep, okay, that's what I thought. It's going to be really, really fun. Stick around. We're going to be organizing Pokemon cards, talking to whoever wants to talk, and just be doing a lot of fun stuff, hopefully. But like I said, how was your guys' day today? Because my day today was pretty nice. I want to know how y'all's was, in a way. Alright. I'm not trying to force conversation or anything. I'll start talking about random stuff. For instance, like, oh, I don't know. I was really hoping yesterday was going to be the day the brand new day trailer came out, and it didn't. That sucked. But it was like, oh man, that sucked. But you know, whatever. It happens. I had a really crappy game of Among Us today. Man, that was a really hard game. It was like, it was stupid. Like, the imposters voted me out, even though I was a fellow imposter. I was like, Why would you do something like that? Like, we're trying to win. We're supposed to be working together, not trying to get rid of me, kind of thing. Like, that was just, ugh, whatever. That sucked. But it was still, I still had fun. I love playing Among Us. If you did not know that, that sounds weird, but I do. I just go under my normal name on Among Us, or if I'm playing. No, I still have that. I do have different looks though when I'm playing mobile. I look different than when I'm playing on console. When I'm playing on console, I'm wearing a Master Chief outfit. So maybe you played with me, maybe you haven't, whatever. So we have I think 12 different piles for the 12 different kinds of Pokemon cards. And we're putting them in piles, and then we're going to separate out the piles later into specific ways, just to start organizing a little bit. Because I also want to make a new deck. That's going to be going on for a little while, which is going to be fun. Like I say, come in, chill, relax, talk. You can say anything. Yeah, that's not necessarily true, but a lot. You can say a lot. I won't be mad if you said something kind of offensive, because a lot of things can be offensive that I'm not offended by. So, you never know. I actually do need to check this if I put any steel types in here by accident. I may have. That's very common. I did. Togedemaru does not belong in the normal type section. Belongs in the steel type section. Yesterday I had a pretty good live. It was one very, very fun live. I posted a pretty good video today. That was awesome. The video got over 1,000 views, which is pretty good for me, I guess. My best video got almost 10K views, which was, I guess it was pretty nice. I was like very happy about that one. And it got a good amount of comments, but that was a very interesting time period when I posted that. So, if you want me to talk about it, I will. It's, like I said, it was very interesting. It was a fun time period. And if I do end up talking about it, I will flip the camera so I can show you why. It was a very fun time period. Now, this is from multiple different sets. I can't tell you every single set, but it's all like the recent sets that I got these from. It was just a lot of like random Pokemon packs here or there within the last couple of years, maybe 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. It's hard to say precisely how long I've been collecting these cards. These cards right here in front of me. Now, I have a lot more I'll show you in just a moment. That is like absurd how many I got. So this is box 1. It is literally filled to the brim. It is not even funny how many there are. I will show you later. This is box number 2, and these are like a pound a piece. And it's like crazy. Then I have box 3. Like one of those tins, stuffed with Pokemon cards. And then a part of a box. That's basically it. But it's still a bucket load of Pokemon cards. And I gotta organize the rest of them that I just recently got within the last, like I said, like couple of years that I just haven't. And I need to. But feel free to chat, talk about. I love having a good conversation with a good person. I love that. It's one of my favorite things. Because I don't get to talk to many people, but I would love to talk to other people. I just don't get out a lot. I mean, I do, but I don't. It's just, I would love to talk. And I will definitely be going over the things I put into the decks later when I get to that, after I'm done or sorting out. The fact that it's been 9 minutes is kind of weird that I've already done all this in 9 minutes. Time looks so differently when you're doing something. Like, you're doing this, you're like, oh, okay, cool. It's been 9 minutes. When you're doing this outside of something like this, you're like, man, it's been 2 hours. But it hasn't been 2 hours. It's been like 2 minutes. And it's like, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool how time works. Very, very interesting. Talk. So I kind of like an update in a way, I guess. I did end up losing 2 cats very recently, which was a very hard time, but we got through that. We powered through that. It was a very rough week, but honestly, a very good week at the same time. I forgot about this section I had over here that I did not even touch. It was a very rough week, but it was a very good week at the same time because those cats are now in a much better place than here. But, it was very hard to lose cats. I mean, that was the first pet I lost since maybe I was 9, which was years ago. Oh, I don't even think I was 9. I was younger than that. My brother was barely a toddler, so it was very, very rough. I haven't lost a pet in a long time. Flip that over. This pile is not a very interesting pile. I know what I'm doing currently is not super interesting. That's why I very much so promote talking amongst yourselves or me. I want to talk. Oh, thanks. And hi. I like I said, I do suggest talking because what I'm doing is not very interesting right this second, but it's nice. It's nice to talk to people. How was your day? Be honest with me. How was your day? Brutally honest. It was terrible, or it was amazing. And yes, hi. Hi, true. Yeah. Ellis, or yeah, like that. Later, once we start building the deck, I will pull out my EX binder and show off the EXs. But this is just total collection I got over the last few years. That was a lot of money. Bye! A lot of these are Halloween cards too. We got like 50 pack box for I don't know at a bin store that was really really cheap. That was cool. I shared it with my brother. He got like 25 packs. I got like 25 packs. So I got a bucket load of the Halloween cards, and I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. I know those aren't like worth much, but they're just kind of cool to have in a way. They're just kind of cool because they're a seasonal item and only a seasonal item. So it's kind of like, oh, cool. If you get what I mean. Like, that's a Halloween card. I don't know when the next Halloween card is, but it's just a lot of the Halloween cards I got very recently for last Halloween or this Halloween. Not the one this year, but you get what I mean. But yeah, it's just really cool having them. I know they literally, like I said, mean nothing, but it's just the sentimental value of having a seasonal item is really, really cool. Like, oh, that's steel type. Oh, you get something that's only available during Christmas. It's a like eggnog. It's something special kind of thing. Like you drink an eggnog, you only get to drink eggnog one time the entire year, kind of thing. Like it's just for example. I personally like eggnog. It's fine if you don't like eggnog, whatever. I know not everybody does, it's not preference. I almost put it in the dark type because there's a dark type card of him. Nope, that does not go there. That goes there. What am I thinking? Dong, gong, whatever. Kadabra. Wait, I feel like there's a card stuck to this. Okay, no, there isn't. That's just a thick card. That was weird. Okay, let's straighten these up. So, yeah, I do this through my phone, which is, that's a pain. That's always been a pain. I do everything through my phone. So all 200-ish videos I got, all done through my phone. Maybe one is through a computer, maybe one, but the rest through my phone. And I gotta get rid of all the videos. I'm not like off YouTube or anything, but off the phone. But it's just kind of crazy. Like this live was going through a phone, and it's rough in a way doing it through a phone because you only have a certain amount of view. I would have to move my tripod up to get a better view. And other than that, it's kind of hard in a way because there's just certain things you have to do with the phone. You can't change certain things mid live or stuff or show up to the screen where it could get a lot like not as good. It's not as good, but it works for what I needed to do, kind of thing. It's just I would like something better. I just don't have anything better yet, which is perfectly fine. But the main point of me saying this is I'm charging my phone. It's connected to its charger, and I'm charging my phone while going live. And I think it's just kind of funny. Like, when do you see somebody charge their phone while they're live? And it's like, yeah, you don't really see that all that much. So I think I will end up making two separate lives, the sorting live and then another live in like 30 minutes. Like 30 minutes after the live is done, and then we'll do the like big thing that I want to do. It's just kind of a thought process. I'll probably end this live when I'm done sorting out. I got like that much left. That much. And then I'm going to probably start up another live. And oh my god, I forgot I have that card that needs to go in a sleeve. Oh my god, that's been sitting in my. That's not good. Full Art Marshadow. I completely forgot I had this. That's not good. Going in a sleeve, bud. Okay. You're safe. Mwah. Why? You jerkface. It's not like I didn't know that was a good card. I just like slipped my mind or something. Like, that's not cool. That is not cool at all that I freaking like slipped my mind. I was like, oh, that sucks. Welcome to live chat. Remember, guard your privacy and abide by the community guidelines. It's funny that it says that. It's not, well, okay, not funny that it says it. You have to kind of say it, but whatever. Okay. So, as I'm going to say, as I've said, I'm going to end this live. I'm going to start up another live about me actually building a deck of maybe somebody's choice in the comments. And also open up the pack of Pokemon cards I bought today. I only could buy one because I wasn't carrying a lot of money. I was just going to Walmart to grab something. And I happened to ask the receptionist desk, see if they had any. And they did, and I got one. It was only one pack, but it's something. Like, when are you going to see a card opening this month? You're not going to be able to find one because, oh no, the pack stealers are pack stealing because guess what? It's the month of Pokemon. We're 7 days in, 20 days from now, Gen 10, a collection could be announced. Something big could be announced. And all of the Pokemon cards for this entire month will not be available. Except for somewhere like Target. And that's why I get all my Pokemon cards from Target nowadays. Which, oh my god, the guy at the desk was so nice because he was like, oh, we don't have any like big sets, we only have single packs. And I was like, okay, I only need one. So it's like, whatever. Alright. Section Uno. We're starting with Psychic type. We're going to put these nice little neat stacks over to the side. Tell me down in the chat, what's your favorite Psychic type Pokemon? Actually, hold on, I can make a Q&A real quickly. Okay. Dude, jeez. Did not mean for that. Let me make a sticker real quickly. A Q&A. What is your favorite Psychic type? That's not gonna work. Yeah. Oh my god. How do you spell psychic? Oh, wait, it's right there. What am I thinking? PSYCHIC. Pokemon. Because that is what we're doing first. So what's your favorite psychic type Pokemon? There should be a... Yep, start Q&A. There we go. While we're sorting out the psychic type deck or area thing, we're going to move all these aside, to the left, to the left, to the left. And for extra, explain why, I guess. You don't have to. Like I said, you're not obliged. But, what's your favorite psychic type Pokemon? I want to know. Me, personally, I fell in love with, like, Lunala. That was just a favorite growing up. And I just love it because she's so freaking gorgeous. And it's just like, holy mackerel, this is an amazing Pokemon. Love the Pokemon. I will always love the Pokemon. No matter what. Actually, let me check. Steel. Yep, steel. For reference, I kind of already know a lot of that stuff, but whatever. Alright, so we're going to split these into two different generations. Really super easily. This is super easy. Older generation, newer generation. Older, newer. Easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Not that hard. Okay, put these over here. Let's start with the older generation. Going from oldest to youngest. This one was made 22. This one was made 2020. This one was made 2020. And that one was made, what does it say? Huh? Oh, I can't see. 2022. So, there you go. Also, I was thinking about doing decks, but that seems a little much, right? Nah. Alright, there you go. Goes like that. Now let's switch to Shia. Separate them out by year. And by number, actually. So, we got 2025. 25. Oh, God. 25. 5. 3. We got 23. 23. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 25. 20. Wow. Most of these are 25. Okay. 25. 25. Oh, I got 24. 25. That's 5. 5. That's 3. Oh, we got 23. Sweet. 23. 25. 25. 5. 5. 5. All right. Rest are all 25. 2025. This is really interesting. So that's a lot we're going to have to go through. So these are the oldest, being the oldest of the newer generation of 23. All these generally like new Pokemon and stuff. So we're going to go by numeral. So Mismagius obviously goes first. Might be too close. And then Flittle, Tinkatink, Tinkatink, and then Grievard. Being 191 for that one. So put those on top. Sandygast goes on top because it's by age of card. Okay. We got Gen 1, Gen 8. We're going to separate these into generations to make it a lot easier for us. That is Gen 3. 1, 9, 4. 6. Crap. That's 4, right? Yeah, 4. Claydol is 3. Oh, no. Gen 3. Right? No. Gen 4. Gen 4. Right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Claydol is Gen 4. That's also Gen 4. That's Gen 7. Haven't even made a section for that. That's Gen 1. That's Gen 8. That is Gen 5. I don't even know what's actually for Gen 5. Okay. So we got 1. I should probably put these in numeral order. Is Claydol part of Gen 4 or 3? It's part of one of those two. Which one is it? I am like really, really confused for some reason. I am not 100% certain with myself, which is not a good thing because I normally am. I'm like really confused if Claydol is Gen 2 or not Gen 2, Gen 3, 2, or 4. It's one of those generations. I know it appeared in the Sinnoh region for a fact. I'm just not positive, which is not normal. Okay, there's that. That's Gen 7. That's Gen 9. That's Gen 8. Okay. Snubbull, Gen 4. 1, 3, 4. Kadabra and Alakazam were Gen 1, obviously. Meloetta is Gen 5. Whimsicott is Gen 4. Cresselia is Gen 4. And Mischievous is Gen 4. Right? Or am I getting that wrong, too? I think, if anything, I'll just go by number. Alright, so this one will be easy because it's the... Oh, God. Kanto region. All 25. So we got... That goes like that. That goes like that, and that goes like that. And then, where does this go? It goes in front, right? Alright. Boom. Gen 1 stack. I'm pretty sure Corellia is Gen 3. 281. Yeah, Gen 3. Aha! 281. Now, I might be wrong with Mischievous. That being 200. Yep. That's actually Gen 2. That's why. Okay. So, do that. Cresselia. That's a lot later. Let's see, we got 484, 557, 47. Wait, is he Gen... Oh my God, they're Gen 5. Why did I not know that? And they're Gen 2. Oh my gosh, I am, like, not on a roll today, apparently. Great. So, you're Gen 5, actually. You're the generation I was thinking. Okay, cool. I'm not semi-psycho. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Thank you for, like, reassuring me in a way. Thank you so much for reassuring me. So, this is... I know this is for a fact Gen 4. This is Gen 5. This is Gen 4. Or 3. One of the two. This is the, like, only Gen 4 one. Which is actually kind of sad. Gen 5, I know for a fact now, is Whimsicott and Cottonee. Cottonee goes there. And Meloetta obviously goes in the front because it's the mythical, so it's the very last in Gen 5. Unlike Victini, where Victini is actually front in Gen 5, Meloetta is last in Gen 5, which I think is pretty cool, actually, that they kind of did something like that, and it's just really, really neat in a way that they would do something like that. It's just kind of cool. Okay, so that's the Psychic type organized, not added to the big organized section, which we're not going to do in this live, but that's them organized. Pretty easy. Pretty darn simple. Now, we're going to go live until we're done with all this. We're starting with energy. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. This one's the easiest of the bunch. Now, some of these are from different, like, time periods. And I don't have a specific order for them, which is like, okay, cool. You are made at 24. This one's 24 because the crystal's in the back. This one's 23, so that's a little bit younger in a way, or older. This one was made in 25. This was 25, 25, and 25 because it's the same design. Pretty easy. We're going through all the Pokemon cards I collected within the last few years, organizing them into different piles, and then separating them out by date and number for the most part. So this is 24. This one's 25. That's 25. That's 24. And that one's 25. Pretty easy. I didn't need to put that one there, though. Because, well, no, I could put it in that pile. Which then I could put on top of that pile. Because I don't think I have anything older than 23. So 23, 23, or 24, 25, 25, 20. These are 23. Because that's that design. Which is a different design than 25 and 24. Yep, 23. Haha. I'm a genius. 25, 25, and 23. Yeah, okay. I was going to be like, is that 22? That was wrong. Great. We blamed on YouTube for being wrong. Not cool. Okay. Double Blade. Tinky Tink. What am I doing? I need to put these into, Tinky Tink. Gen 9. This is Gen 6. We can put that there. That's Gen 9. That's Gen 9. 9. Tang was introduced in Gen 4. Togedemaru was Gen 7. It's closer than there. Gen 4. Gen 2. And that's Gen 1. So, Gen 1, Gen 4, which this is 436. And that's 3. So, yep, okay. That goes there, and that goes there. This goes there. Boom, like that. Boom! That is like 5 regions worth of electric or steel type Pokemon organized. Pretty easy. 1018, 1000, 1018, 1000, and yeah, there you go. Bam! Steel type. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I didn't even check the dates. What am I thinking? I just organized by region and time. What am I doing? Are these all 25? Let me check. 5, 23. Oh, well, that's a solo kind of thing. 25. Yeah, okay, they were all from, like, different, some of them from different time periods. Pokemon cards, but they were all, like, generally the same. But they were all, like, singular, which was, that was pretty nice. That was nice, definitely. So, I didn't even check the dates, but we're going to go, that is what, Gen 3? That's Gen 5, not 3. 2. Zaswellos is also 5. That's 2, actually. That is, how did that get there? Ugh, gross. That is 8. This is 4. That is 1. That is 8. That is 1. This is 4. This is 2. This is 9. That's Gen 9. That is Gen, yep, okay, there you go. Haunter, there goes there. Miracle goes there. Honchkrow goes here. Zubat goes there. Ghastly goes there. Scraggy goes Gen 5. Yveltal goes Gen 6. This goes Gen, that. Boom! Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Pretty darn easy. So 25, 25, 25, 22. So we're putting this in the back. That's actually an accurate order too. So yeah, that worked out pretty well. That's all the Kanto cards. I'll put them over there. Okay, Johto cards. All right, this one was made in 25, 25, 25, 23. That was made in 23, and that was also 23. So we're putting these in the back. Anyway, yeah, okay, back. Like that, and then these just up in front. Because these are the newer cards. Anyway, so all the cards obviously go in the back end kind of thing. But they try to stay organized in a way. Okay, Sinnoh region. We're going Honchkrow, which is 25, 25. This was also 25. And that was also 25. All these from 25. Is these in accurate order already? 42. Oh, no. 30. Oh, complete opposite. Never mind. This is 559, 634, and there we go. Awesome. All right. So I will say this will end up being the end of the beginning, if you get what I mean. Haha. I'll be back in a couple minutes with a new live. I guess, in a way, a new live. So, yep. I want to make a post as